loves, it's your girl Diamond. I'm back with my own new review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get into it. The whole entire episode is centered around the house, okay? So, Kenya arrives for breakfast in the morning because Marlo made it known that if she does not come around the house to say she's staying, she would not be able to hang around me or my activities, okay? So, Kenya came in high spirits, laughing, giggling. She popped into Drew's room, messed with her boobs. She danced with Sanya, okay? And then Marlo come around to get her attention. Kenya gave a generic hello, smiled, and moved forward. Marlo wanted to have a conversation before they left, okay? Kenya was ignoring her, okay? And just let it be what it be right now, okay? And Sonya being the messenger from Marlo's case to say, Kenya, be nice, okay? Be nice. Don't do this, okay? Be nice, okay? So Marlo was talking to her manager about what's been going on and how Marlo really wanted this weekend to be fun, have a good time. And if Kenya does not want to have fun, does not want to have a conversation with me, then she can go home, right? But I also feel like you had a conversation with Kenya last night. Kenya told you how she felt. It was up to you to receive how she felt and move forward and how she wants to move forward. Ooh, and what her boundaries are, right? But you have yes men to tell you if she doesn't get in line, then she can go away, okay? Because you're hosting a fabulous trip. If she's going to be a sourpuss, then it is what it is. I said, girl, bye. I'm not dealing with that. So Sonya, being the messenger, caping for Marlo, wants Kenya to understand how Marlo is feeling. And that, are you staying? Do you have your bags? Kenya said, I've always had my bags. So Sonya wants to paint Marlo to be this victim. How she needs understanding from Kenya. So go talk to her. I hear she has a gift for you. Kenya said, I'm not in no rush to talk to her. I'm good. And as far as these gifts, I don't know what demons she got. Like, she walking around with a whole lot of demons. Okay, I did not bring my sage. And it was a crock of bullshit for Sonya to feel like if Kenya feels this strongly about Marlo, then her decision to be here because Marlo is going through so much and she needs a lot of support from the girls that would love and support her. Sonya, that's bull of the shit, okay? I'm not about to sit here and watch somebody pacify somebody for doing a decision that they thought for themselves. Marlo made that decision for herself to kick those nephews out, send them on their way to her little sister to carry on the burden as if she's not an already mother of 4 small children. Miss me. So, Sonya is describing Marlo as an insecure little girl who needs a lot of attention. Because if you just acknowledge her, I know she has a hard shell to get through, but she can be very sensitive. If you don't give her that attention, then she's going to get all mad and rah, rah, rah. And Kenya's not falling for it. I'm not falling for that. See, because it's not just me that's feeling like this, and it's not just me that she does it too. You see how she's done it to her own nephews, get those boys out because she's having a hard time. So because she's having a hard time, not understand that I don't want to fool with her, she's ready to toss me out. She's ready to talk shit about me. So with those nephews, she couldn't handle it. She kicked those boys out. Sonya's saying, no, that's not it. No. This was someone who did not know how to be a mom. That don't make it right. Like, Kenya was playing the world's smallest violin. Because am I supposed to cry? You don't give back a child. You can't give a child back. That's for life. So that's when Kenya opened up her story of feeling abandoned, having abandonment issues, having childhood trauma. Because she wanted to learn she wanted to learn more about her mother's family. So they agreed to have her stay until the end of high school. But it got too much for her grandmother, so she got sent away. Took away in the van, but before the van was stopped, she got out of the van, ran away, stayed with her ex-boyfriend. Nobody found her. She was gone for weeks. And she knows what it feels like, and this can add to a child's trauma and abandonment issues. And it makes you wonder, why didn't they want me? Did they not love me? It's the worst feeling to feel displaced, to feel unwanted. And it's heartbreaking to hear how Marlo's treated her nephews that way. It reminded her how she felt. And Candy, nobody's going to make me or anybody else give Marlo a woo-woo-woo. Girl, it's okay. It's understandable that you decided to be a guardian to your nephews to give them a taste of a good life. It got too hard. You kicked them out. And she don't give a fuck about me. If she's treating her own nephews like this, like, girl, get the fuck out of here. So Sonya feels that they can work it out because she likes the both of them, but all she wants from Kenya is to have a conversation. But like Kenya said, don't force me to have a conversation. Don't antagonize me. Don't poke me. Don't put me in that space. Just be happy that I'm here, okay? And happy that I really have a good time. And you want to have a good time, just keep in that space. But keep your distance from me. That's all I want, okay? So Kenya has agreed to stay. I think she'll be bunking in with Sonya. She's getting her makeup done by Sonya's glam team. And this is when Sonya is taking over, being the bone collector, being messy, passing on the torch from Sheree to her to tell Sheree what she heard, okay? And tell her, we need to talk to Sheree. Oh, we need to talk to Marlo. We do. So Sonya wants to be a yes man to Marlo because this trip is about her and wants to make it about her and how she wants to be there for her while going through everything. So the producers wanted to know what is the difference between a bone collector or a peacemaker. Sonya says a bone collector is someone telling tea to someone else to make certain that nothing gets resolved, that nothing gets mended. It keeps the issues going. That's what bone collector is. You know, you don't want everything to be all good. And that's exactly what Sonya is doing. Her running back to tell Marlo what Kenya said is her being messy. And I feel like Sonya does not know the history between Marlo and Kenya. She's only coming in as someone who only knows what she has seen, but doesn't know the history. So she doesn't have a differentiation of what makes sense and what's right. So she tells her the story of what Kenya said and had her opinions about the boys. Marlo already on the defense, how you don't talk about her nephews, don't bring them up, but it wasn't in a bad manner though, Marlo. It was the truth. And she doesn't like how the situation was, how you decided to kick the boys out because you weren't handling it right. So Marlo wants to know who told her. Sheree. I told her. Now Marlo, where is your energy for Sheree? Why are you coming at Kenya for how she's feeling about the situation that you did, but not getting mad at Sheree for telling her? You should get mad at Sheree for telling her, because it's like, why would you tell her? For what? And Sheree told her how she's at her breaking point. She couldn't handle it, so she kicked the boys out. She's going through a lot. Kenya said, we all are. We all going through a lot. It's not just her. I know, but she's going through a lot. And we are too. Oh. Sonya also said if you didn't feel like being a parent anymore, then you shouldn't say it got too hard. Or, oh yeah, if you didn't feel like being a parent anymore because it got too hard. And that's what Marlo did. She could not handle understanding two teenage boys having temper tantrums and decided to say, I'm done, go away, get the fuck out, her words, and on the defense and said, I'm not parenting. Not parenting would means you would give it an understanding that your boys are going through a lot. They need help. They need therapy. You need to have conversations with them. You need to talk to them. But you getting like you don't understand, or you don't feel like you're getting enough, or I have done all that I can. I can't handle it no more. Y'all gotta go. I need time. I need space. So Sonya was a flip-flopper in this moment when she said, if Ken and I want to be here, she shouldn't have came here. Then why did you not say that to Kenya when she was downstairs with you, talking to you, opening up to you, having an honest conversation about how this is making her feel? You said that she didn't want to be here, she shouldn't be here if she was going to be about peace. What peace? There is no peace around Marlo. Okay? And how you want to bridge the gap. I said, girl, bye. This was not about to bridge the gap to make peace. This was about breaking the gap even more to cause more of an issue, Sonya, that you created. We already knew where Kenya stood with her. You making more of an issue now, getting into shit that has nothing to do with you. And Sheree agrees, which is no surprise to me, how she feels like Kenya is coming in with negative energy. No, that's Marlo. Kenya came in with high spirits and good energy, good vibrations, but she is telling it like it is, and nobody wants to admit it, especially Sheree and Sonya. They do not want to tell Marlo the truth and say, Marlo, girl, we're mothers, okay? And I can't see me kicking my son out if I can't handle it. That's what they don't want to tell her. They don't, okay? So Marlo makes a petty prayer and talk about Kenya being 60. I say, girl, good night and goodbye, and don't ever mention my nephews again. How is it where she can't mention your nephews, but you can mention her ex-husband? You can mention her mother not wanting her. You can mention her daughter. How does the rules not apply to you, Marlo? That's not fair. So, everybody come downstairs to have breakfast. Kenya was helping out a friend called Sheree, who's never been a friend to her, telling her that she has an appointment coming up about a meeting with someone in the fashion industry for her She by Sheree clothing line. And are you going to take notes? Do you have your notebook? Sheree looking lost and confused because she doesn't want to do it. And that she wants to put all of her energy into her clothing line. I said, okay, when, Sheree? When? It's summer now. So you have about, what, spring, September, fall coming out soon of She by Sheree, because I looked at your website. I still see looks. I see no product. I see no prices. I still see you in workout gear in a gym taking pictures. That's all I see. And put all that energy like you did to your house. So Candy told her the same thing. You have a name, a well-known name that's a brand. She by Sheree. We've been hearing it for years. But you never have nothing to show for it. You never have a way for people to see your product. I mean, you had your joggers, you had your mat, you had your water bottle, but yet you did not have a way for people to buy it. So nobody could be support of your business if you don't have a way for people to buy it. So why don't you have your line out, a small line, make the money from it, invest, hire a team, and build your product line even more, okay? Because you can't make $1 million business on a bootleg budget. Can't do that. And it was a great conversation. Candy is the perfect person to talk to about this. You know what I'm saying? And then their goal today was to do gem mining, okay? They go find rocks, emeralds, rubies, and then they gonna come home, take pictures, make s'mores, and then Toto arrives. Toto is AKA Fatoon. And as soon as she walks in, Drew made a face, and I was here with Drew, okay? And it's like, why are we bringing this girl around? She is not peach material. She is annoying. She does too much. Marlo is a dog with a bone trying to get Kenya's attention. She doesn't want to give it to her. She's calling Kenya out about trying to have a conversation. She calls her more than once. Kenya, I want to have a private conversation when you're ready. Kenya, huh? Can we have a private conversation? Let me figure it out. I'm going to see, okay? Kenya, I'm just saying, I want to have a private conversation. If you're not getting it, then we're not going to have a good time. And Kenya said, don't talk to me that way. Talk to me respectful. Okay? And I will only speak if Marlo comes correct. I'm not a child. I'm an adult. Okay? And don't yell at me. Don't do it. So it's a lot of going back and forth of Marlo begging for Kenya's attention. And it's annoying. Okay? Kenya is running away from Marlo. Running all over the house. Production is chasing them. Then they get to a space where Marlo got in Kenya's face. We didn't see it though. But it's like, come on now, Kenya. Don't make me out to be violent. I'm not violent. Okay? Don't do that. Please don't. And then it's like, I want to have a conversation. Marlo was like, you too pretty to act so awful. How much ass kissing can I do? I was like, it's not ass kissing, Marlo. It's respect my space. I can have a conversation with you if you give me my space. That's the part for me. And Kenya only wants to have a conversation in front of everybody. She's not comfortable being in a close proximity with Marlo right now. She's not. So since everybody's seeing how the conversation is going nowhere between Marlo and Kenya, Candy says, Kenya, I feel like you're the one making it a problem, because why you want it to be like this, okay? Why are you doing this? Kenya wanted to be understood. I can have a conversation if it's in front of everybody. Marlon says, no, we're at an impasse. I'm not about to have a close conversation with her. And I'm not about to have a, no. So since Candy probably did not see everything, or everything was cut out though, but she pretty much called Kenya out for being a contradictory. How you don't want people poking at you. You don't want people antagonizing you. You want people, constantly, bothering you. But you're doing the same thing to Marla, where you're not giving Marla space and understanding that she wants to have a conversation with you, and you're acting like a child. Why are you doing that? Now, part was like, Candy, you wasn't there, you don't get it. But maybe there is a point to that, okay? Because it is childish of Ken to be running around the house and Marlo chasing her. But I think what makes it irritable is the fact that Marlo wanted to chase her. I said, Marlo, leave this woman alone, please. So after that, everybody tries to get out the door. Let's leave. We're leaving. Let's leave. A lot of back and forth on who's going to leave first, okay? And Marlo and Kenya go back and forth again about how Marlo tells Kenya she needs to be careful and not mention her nephews. You will never take my nephews away from me, okay? But Kenya gave her the comeback and say no because you gave them away. Loved it. Said, oh my God, okay, you're trash, okay? You're trash. You're not so classy. Your ass is deflated. I'm opposed to today. I said, wow, Marlo, how does it feel? You go below the belt towards everybody, but can't nobody come back to you? What will hurt you? That's not fair because you've been going below the belt all this time. You mentioned Kenya's mother not wanting her. You mentioned her ex-husband. You mentioned her daughter. You mentioned her ass. You talk shit about Candy and how she dates under her tax bracket. You talk shit about everybody, but can't nobody meet you where you at? That's not fair? Oh, wow. How the tables have turned. Okay? So she said, leave the kids out of it. You don't leave the kids out of it. When you mentioned on your live 3 years ago that you thought that Ken was lying about being pregnant, only for Ken to arrive on that season pregnant, girl, bye. And apparently, it was some clips shown on Candy Speak on it that when they were in the driveway, a lot more was said that they cut out between Kenya and Marlo. And apparently, Marlo said some low down dirty things about Brooklyn. We don't know, probably too much to repeat, but that's fucked up. So then everybody tells Kenya to just talk to her. Just have a conversation, please. Just have a conversation. Like she even instructed the driver to not let Kenya inside the car, but they should let her inside the car. And how I'm not getting into the truck. I know she will not be around me for my activities. No. Kenya is unbothered, talking about Marlo is a loser. Marlo thinks that Kenya is intimidated and jealous. She said, oh girl, bye. I'm an icon, you're an ex-con, bitch, bye. And that's that on that. So it was like almost 2 hours from them having this conversation, figuring things out in this damn driveway. They didn't go nowhere for a cool minute, okay? Because trying to have Kenya understand how Marlo is feeling, but not giving Marlo that same thing. Marlo, do you not understand how Kenya is feeling right now? Did anybody not pay attention to what Kenya said to her the other night? How she's been making her feel? Nobody said that. It's all about making Marlo feel okay? Fine. And how you did not acknowledge her and said hello. I said hello. How much more acknowledgement does this girl need? Oh, acknowledgement for me to say it's okay for her to kick her nephews out? Acknowledgement that she deserves a 30-day break and send her off to her little sister who has 4 children living in a 4-bedroom apartment? Oh, I'm sorry, 3-bedroom apartment? No. So Candy was understanding. Is it about the house? She can't come in. What's the whole point? What's the problem? And to her, it's about the energy. Okay? I want her to have good energy. And if she's not having good energy, then she don't need to be around me. Okay? Now, Kenny said, I hear you, though, but I do feel like it's kind of wrong for you to put us in that situation. It's not fair. And I agree. She can't make nobody else ice out Kenya because she's not getting what she wants. So here goes Sonya trying to appease to Marlo. Tell Kenya, please talk to her just for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. And Kenya said, I'm not about to talk to her after all that. You can't force me to have a conversation if I don't want one, okay? Get on my face. And Kenya tells Sonya, listen, for real. You see how you cared about how Drew was treating Sheree? Why aren't you caring how Marlo is treating me? And Sonya said it's not the same. It is the same because you didn't know Sheree. But you automatically threw Drew out there without giving Drew the understanding, giving Drew the reason why. You just ruled her off and say Sheree deserves better. And now you're telling Kenya that Marlo deserves better, that Kenya should be understanding. No, how about Marlo needs to be understanding of how Kenya is feeling? How about that, Sonya? Girl, goodbye. You've already made your side. You're doing a little bit two-faced. You're flip-floppy. Girl, good night and goodbye. You're coming into a situation that you don't even know. You don't know the history between these girls. And the way that she felt like Kenya was dismissing her because Marlo was being dismissed from her situation, I said, girl, bye. She's telling you what it is and you can't handle it, okay? She's telling you how the situation is the same. I am getting red. I'm getting my feelings hurt from Marlo, and you're telling me I need to talk to her? No, she needs to calm down, and she needs to understand how I'm feeling. So, like I said, 2 hours with this shit, okay? And then who wants to go gym mining? Whoever wants to come can come, okay? So Drew wants to go, but she is not riding with Toto, okay? Now, I don't know if Toto was drunk because she's automatically ready to fight Drew. Now, she was invited by Marlo at Sheree's event. And Sheree, you're an asshole and you don't take accountability. Because she said, I did not think that Faden would have a problem being here. I didn't think that Drew would look at it as an issue. How? How would you not think that? The girl told her husband was gay. I don't know this lady. Why is she telling me about my husband? And she ended up talking to somebody to do a background check on me. Who does that? I don't know this lady. Why is she all up in my situation? So she called Toto a dog. Girl, get your lap dog. Go pee in the bush. I was dying laughing when she said that. And then here goes Sheree. I don't have dogs. I have friends. I don't have minions. You do. Moving on. So, again, trying to be cordial, but trying to separate a fight between Toto and Drew. And I believe that Toto was drunk. She was drunk when she had that argument with Drew at Sheree's event. What is wrong with this chick? I don't like it, okay? And it's like, can we ever leave? We're never going to leave. And Sheree wasn't taking accountability into how the drama is happening between Drew and Toto. You brought Toto around. You told Toto what was going on. Yes, the assistant was the one who spread the business, but you still took that information and spread it, Sheree, to say it wasn't me though. But Toto, how did she get that information? From you. Good night. You're not innocent. So then we see Candy and Manietta. They all scatter. Oh yeah, everybody scatters and take a break from the situation. They go on trampoline. They jump, get some energy. You know, just have a good time jumping. Okay. Marlo in her room sulking because nobody wants to pay attention to her. Nobody wants to say it's okay for me to have a 30-day break for my nephews that I kicked out. Nobody wants to say it's okay. Why ain't nobody looking about me? It's all about me. That's how she's acting. So then we see Sheree, Marlo, and Sonya say, let's just go. Whoever wants to go, let's just go. So they follow the trampoline. They see the trampoline. Everybody jumps. Kenya looked at her friendship with Marlo like her marriage to Mark. While he looks like he'll care, he looks like he'll be supportive, but underneath all of that, he will inflict emotional pain. He will inflict negativity, talk down at me. And that's what Marlo was exhibiting. And I don't want a friendship like that. I've already left a marriage like that. I don't want a friendship. No. So everybody took turns jumping and jumping. Everybody got their woosah in, and let's all go. Kenya, you're invited. They finally leave the driveway, head to another location, a gym mining place. It looked a little bit sketch. The white man inside looked uncomfortable seeing all these black women inside. We see a Trump 2024 sign. Kenya removed the sign and gave it back. I enjoyed it. And said, you know, it was a little dirty. I had to tighten things up, rearrange some things. So then they do the gem mining, but it wasn't really that much of a excitement because these were gems that were already imported and found and cleaned up to have this little scavenger hunt. It wasn't like a real gem mining find. It wasn't like, you know, in the actual mining caves where they have a pitchfork and they actually dig and find. No, this was already made for them. So then Candy and Drew are having a conversation, and Toto decided to sit down in front of Drew. Drew is not feeling this girl. She walks away. Another argument. I'm not about to sit with somebody who looked at my information, who did a background check on me. For what? Not about to. And then Faden goes out. Totem loses it, okay? Like, she really want to get a rise out of Drew. And it's like, girl, what is it about you that you want to have an issue with Drew so bad? For what? Did Sheree put you up to this? Because you don't know this woman. She don't know you. And at the same time, it's kind of like, get your dog. Sheree, get your pet. Because she's acting like a little chihuahua. Arr, arr, arr. Like she's doing too much of this. Goodbye. Get her away from me. Get her a leash. Okay? So everybody arrived back at the house. Marla was still complaining that nobody gave her attention. Nobody gave her the woo woo woo. Nobody gave her a pass about her accepting a 30-day break from her nephews that she cared for and raised for 3 years, but it got too rough. It got too hard. So I pawned them off to my sisters, who has 4 children and lives in a small ass apartment. I did not get that attention. Nobody's looking at me. Me. That's all Marla's thinking about is herself. So now Marlo is packing up. She can't handle it. It's been a day. One day, Marlo cannot handle a trip that she decided to have for the girls. Marlo cannot handle being a peach. She can't. The fact that you couldn't even handle a small conflict between you and Kenya, you couldn't handle a small resolution between Drew and Fatum. Wow, Marlo, you do not know what it means to be a peach. So right now, she's not feeling the support. She wants to go home. Sheree said, okay, I get it. You did not see the acknowledgement from Kenya. Heard you, but don't penalize us because we were here for you. But she wants to be like, I don't want it. I want it to be fun. I want to have good energy. And if Kenya's around, it's a dark cloud. I say you're the dark cloud, Marlo. But moving on. So right now, everybody huddles up in the living room to hear Marlo speak about why you did not give me the attention that I deserve. And she wanted to recharge, have good energy. Let this be a weekend to vibe and chill. And I'm looking at Candy looking frustrated and sleepy. Kenya cueing the world's smallest violin. And Drew eating her salad. Hollering. That was making me laugh so hard, okay? So, I just wanted to feel the bonding experience. But this weekend was supposed to be about me. I said, girl, good night. And I'm not receiving the attention that I wanted. I'm not receiving the approval. I'm not receiving the woo, crock of bullshit, nothing else. And then Toto decides to talk about, I am sorry, Marlo. I should have been the bigger person, but I was attacked. And when I'm attacked by some people, it just brings it out of me. And Drew was like, girl, you talking about me. Look at me. I'm the only person you talking about. Look straight at me. And then, of course, in an instant, Toto tells Drew to shut the fuck up. But I'm like, why is she so angry? What is wrong with Toto? Is she okay? So then an argument goes in between them, and Sheree's trying to get control to say, hey, it's not about y'all. It's not about y'all. Let Marla have her moment. Let Marla have a moment. Wait. So then Drew said, listen, girl, you want so much attention, I'll give it to her. Here's a bone. Suck on that, bitch. Literally. And they were like, what? A bone? Listen, I was here for the antics because Toto was getting on my damn nerves. Begging for attention like a dog with a bone. Okay? She wants a treat. Give her a treat. Barking like a chihuahua. And she threw a dog bone, okay? And it's like, what is with this dog obsession? You carrying around a bone that you don't even have your own dog, but I wasn't mad because she needed to shut up. She's doing too much. Sheree, get your lap dog. Get your pet. And after that, Marlo still didn't feel the attention. She still didn't feel happy. I am not happy. I want my happiness to be about the trip. I want us to have a good time and vibe and chill. But right now, this trip is over. I am tired. I am drained. So I called for cars for you guys to go home. Everybody was like, is she seriously kicking us the fuck out? We're getting kicked out? This is reminiscent of you kicking the boys out because you couldn't handle it. It's reminiscent of you sending your sister back to your mother because you couldn't handle it. You see how that works though? This is the same thing though, Marlo. You couldn't handle dealing with grown-ass women more than you can deal with handling 2 nephews. Okay. So as soon as that was said, Kenya got up and walked out. I said, yes, Kenya, that is me. I am you. And I know she was happy she drove herself here. I'm glad I got my car. I can literally get up and go, and my bags were in the car the entire time. Yes, that's it. Magneta could not understand why this was happening. Like, she really did not understand how it could get to this point. She's new to the group, so she probably did not know what to say without getting an understanding. So she just said, fine. Girl, God bless, okay? And it was kind of like, you kicked the boys out without any hesitation, and you kicked the girls out without any hesitation. And you wanted people to give you an understanding that it was right for you to kick the boys out when you kicked these women out who did do nothing to you. But you want everybody to be on Marlo happy. Let's make Marlo happy. It's all about Marlo. Yay. Girl, no. Okay? No. Couldn't even handle a trip. You were there for barely a day. Anyway, she leaves, go to her room, cries. I need to heal myself. I need to get on my shit, get on my vibes. I said, girl, bye. She's not really cool with anybody. And then she wants to know what is wrong with Fatum. What is wrong with Toto right now? So then we see Toto trying to barge in Marlo's room, and Sheree is holding her back. She just said, what's wrong with her? Let her have that moment. Let her have it, okay? Okay, I'm going to let her have it. I want to sit down. Okay, good. We're leaving. We're leaving. And that's where the episode ends up. I was just like, this is crazy as fuck. This whole episode centered around one area. And to me, it makes me feel like Marlo could not understand why Kenya felt like this, but she could not be so self-centered. She couldn't help it but be self-centered about her needs and her wants to even give a space of understand how anybody else could feel. But y'all, that's it. That's all I have. Please stay tuned for this video, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye.